Oh, hey guys, welcome back. I'm on Nasdaq. That is Nas 100 index, or you can call it or US Tech index. So I'm on the NASA daily analysis. Anyway, so as you can see on the daily analysis, let me zoom out the chart so you can see really happening. So you're trading stock, like a trading stock at the Nasdaq and Australia 200 or US 2000 and the US 100 index and the S&P 500 and the Spain 35. So if you're trading stock, you must be cautious when going short. You must very be cautious when going short because the trend has always been uptrend all this while. We're just a kind of having a reversal right now because as you can see from the historical data of the trend, as you can see, it's been downtrend, keep wallowing. It's been wallowing all this while. It's been wallowing since June 10. As you can see, it's been wallowing all this while. I don't really know that data. Around 2010, the trend has been wallowing at. So when the trend rise, it was around 2008. So when you going short on any stock, you must be wary of it. That you don't keep a short position for long on stock. You don't keep short position for long. It is just likely to prone to reverse on going short. But right now we already reached a kind of certain point that we can still re-certify that we are still going short because as you can see here, there is a kind of, you can see from historical data, there is a kind of uptrend correction. The trend moves over, it correct again, goes up, it correct again, goes up, it correct again, till it's moved to this very point. It moves to this very certain point. So there is a kind of a correction at that very point. Then the trend start falling, the price starts falling. But anyway, we must always trade with care. So the trend fall here, it rise again, it fall, it rise again. So so throughout the last week we just started trading correction. We are just in a correction, that is the price is on the channel is on up. The channel was up, moving, the price is moving in a channel. So the price has been moving in a channel throughout over last week. The price has been moving in this very channel that you can see. It has been moving. The price has been moving in this very channel. So you can see the price rises from this very point. It rises. The trend was really strong. The bull takes over the power. That is the bull takes over the power at this very point. So it reaches a kind of it reaches the resistance level. So the price start dropping drastically. The price dropped drastically to this very point, and it kind of correct here. Then the price flies again. It correct, it fly, it correct, it fly, it correct here. So with this correction that we are in, so the last candle formation was a bullish, that is the bull take over the market, and the candle going into our candlestick analysis. So we can strongly say that the bull takes over the market. So what is going to happen next is that we don't really know, but we are not expecting the bear takes over the market. So what is going to go up next, we are not really expecting the bull to take over the market completely. So what we are expecting is that likely the price is likely to just though the last kind of formation was bearish, so we are just a kind of awaiting this correction, that is this channel to break out from this very point. So if this price just a kind of like we have a false breakout and the price moves like if we have a kind of a false breakout here and the price now turns from this point and moves back up, so we kind of looking out for reversal at this very point. We're kind of looking for reversal at this very point. So we look for reversal here. So if there is nothing like that, that the price breaks out and at the same time it breaks out this very point as well, that is it breaks out this price level as well, so then we are heading for this very point. We are heading for this very point, that is Fibo level 0.382. so we are heading for it, so which really certified that we are going to form this very harmonic pattern. So we are going to form it during the whole trading segment, but not really throughout next weekend. It might be just in 2-3 weeks this pattern should get formed if we breaks out from this point and it breaks out from this very point as well, that is throughout the next coming market till the closing hour of the market. That is if this trend just keeps falling all the while, so definitely we are heading to this very point.